We'll do prayers. Hare Krishna, Kirti. We'll do some prayers before that. ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमः विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन् इति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधारा श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Okay, on the path of Gita, International Society for Krishna Consciousness, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. We'll take the blessings of Shri Radha Madan Mohan Ji, who are the beloved deities of ISKCON abbots. Thank you, Mataji. Okay, can anybody read it out for me? Today's chapter is 6th.
Friend or foe, Ashtanga Yoga, unsuccessful yogi, the highest yogi.
Okay. Today's chapter is Dhyana Yoga. So we'll learn what is Dhyana Yoga and we'll learn how to control our mind. How is this mind? How does it how does it flicker like anything? So we'll understand the nature of mind and we will understand how to control our mind. Next slide, Mataji. Okay. Can anybody read it out for me?
Nature of mind, yoga.
Okay. 1 second. Can you all excuse me for 1 second? Sorry, everybody. So, yesterday's chapter, we have learned about what is akarma. That means what we have to do for Krishna. That we have learned, right? So, basically, we learned about detachment. That means we should work, but how we should not be attached to the results which we come after we work. So, to do that detachment process, to do that akarma, we have to learn how to control the mind. So, I mean, to do a karma, we need to practice, and this practice starts from controlling the mind. So this is just like a monkey and bananas. A monkey is given two bananas. Instead of enjoying it, he kept looking for more and more. So when he tried to get a third one, he already lost the two because they were all rotten up and all. Similarly, our mind is so restless that it always craves more and more and more and more, and it ultimately leads us to anxiety. So we'll go to the next slide. And yeah, can anybody read it, the translation?
For him who was conquered with the mind, for him who has conquered the mind is the best of friends. But for one who has failed to do so, his mind will remain the greatest enemy.
Okay. So it is told that by Krishna that mind is a friend and sometimes it is an enemy. It is not always that whatever mind says, we will follow it. And even if the mind says the right path, still it goes in the wrong path and it becomes our enemy. So the mind is our friend and the enemy. But if it is uncontrolled, it leads us to anxiety, confusion, sadness, depression, more and more desires. It's just like, there are two wolves. So a grandfather tells his grandson that there are two wolves inside us. One which represents anger, greed, negativity. And the other one is like it gives love, peace, and self control. So the grandson asks, which wolf wins? The grandfather replies, the one which you are going to feed it. So it's not that there are always options for us. There are always right and wrong options for us. It is us who will decide ultimately which path to choose. It is not our parents who are going to choose. It is not our friends, or it is neither Krishna who is going to choose for us. It is ultimately us who are going to choose for us. Everybody tells no why why Krishna, I mean, why God is, why is this happening to me? Why, Krishna is giving all the bad choices in my life? No, uh, you know, even our parents give us nice choices. For example, they give us two nice choice. Either eat junk food, which will spoil our stomach, or eat healthy food, which is cooked by our mother. What we will do? Do we always eat the nice food which is prepared by our mother, even though it is so healthy and all? What do you prefer mostly?
Junk food.
Junk food, right? Yeah. So just like that, our mind, no, sometimes junk. Yes, mostly healthy, but sometimes junk. So still our mind is wandering here and there. That means we're not listening to our parents. So just like that, even Krishna says, go to the right path, go to the right path. But still our mind, we are not doing that. Our mind is, making us do that. So we all are good persons. Everybody is a good person. It's just that our mind is not in our fist. So it's okay. We will learn how to, control the mind today. So I'm just launching a poll. So which one of these is your biggest distraction? Social media, overthinking, worrying about the future, comparing yourself to the others. Okay. Still 10 more to go. I think you're going to go to the next slide by then. Okay, thank you all. Yes, these are all the distractions which we all face. Social media, overthinking, worrying about the future, comparing ourselves to others. We all do that, right? It is common. So, what do you all see in this picture? The uncontrolled mind. Yesterday we were learning about this, no? So, what do you all see in this picture? Can anybody explain? Hmm? Come on, I
The
think
five senses are being controlled by intelligence and mind.
yes, correct.
Due to the movement of the horses, like our five senses, the restraint rope will always be imbalanced and cannot be controlled
Hmm.
easily.
Hmm. Okay. So, see, if the mind is under control, then we can face any types of problems. But if the mind is not controlled, we cannot even face a single problem also. So, mind has to be trained. Otherwise, mind will become disobedience to its own master only. That means we are the master of this body. We and Krishna are the master of this body. So it will dominate the soul, and it will dominate the super soul. So it's just that we have to train this mind. We should not become the servant of mind. Mind should become our servant. That is our goal. So, for example, if we keep a lot of food, our favorite food, but suddenly if we get any bad news, what will happen? Do we get interest to eat our favorite food? Do we get that interest? Hmm?
Will lose our appetite.
Yeah, we'll lose the appetite. But if there is the food which we don't like only, but still there is a great news that it will make us go jump like anything. So do we not eat that food again? So our mind is happy. Why? Why?
Because our senses are satisfied.
Yeah, and not senses. Our mind is satisfied. Okay. So the mind is the key to understand the reality. We have expectations. We have expectations which are fulfilled, not fulfilled. Fulfillments, it's fine. The mind will be in a happy mood and all. We can do our other works. But if they're not fulfilled, the mind gets disappointed. For example, we go to movies. Now we are booking it online, that's fine. But before we used to go and stand in line and get tickets. We are standing for 30 minutes, 2 hours, etc., etc. At last, if we don't get the movie tickets, what will happen? We'll be happy. Oh, I did not get the tickets.
We'll get disappointed.
We get disappointed. So we will not even get the interest to even watch the movie again. So even in Tirupati, we have so much of line. So, but at last, if we see the God, what will happen? Even though if it takes 4 or 5 hours of waiting, what will happen if we see the God? Our mind is
Satisfied and happy.
satisfied. Yes, satisfied and very happy, no? Yeah. So just like that, if we say that there is a class at 6 a.m., not many people will come. But if we say that, at the end of the class, if you attend each class, you'll be getting 5 lakhs. If you attend all the classes, you'll be getting 5 lakhs at the end. What will happen? Everybody will start coming. Even myself, I will be, I'll start sitting at 4 o'clock in front here, and be ready when the class will start, and I'll stay till the end. So that is how our mind is trained that money is very important. Yes, money is important, but money is not everything. So everything basically depends upon how the mind is trained. So the mind can either uplift us or it can drag us down. It can, make us go high, or it can, it can pull us down just like anything. So a controlled mind can lead us success in our spiritual life and even in our usual life. Why? Because an uncontrolled mind creates distress. If the mind is controlled, even the distress becomes into happiness. That is the logic uh, with the mind, if we control the mind. So here the analogy is that the senses are like horses, wild horses. That means they are going here and there. In the picture, it is seen, no? One horse is jumping, one horse is terrified, one horse is in shock, one horse is in anger. Everything. Our senses are like that. Our senses are not in control. The ropes by which our intelligence is being controlled is the mind. The intelligence is the charioteer in the whole scenario. And we, Atma, are sitting at the back, seeing all the intelligence, mind, and senses being, going here and there. If the mind is loose, that means the ropes are loose, what will happen? The chariot will go in a right direction. Will that be the case?
No.
No, right? If the ropes, the reins are loose, no, right? Yes. If the ropes are loose, the horses will go wild. They will go in whatever direction. One horse will go in this direction, the other in that, other in that, and ultimately the chariot will go and crash. That means we as Atma will go and crash. Okay, but similarly, if the mind is loose, that means if the mind is not in control, the senses will run wildly like anything. So all the senses will go in other direction. But if we give the ropes of mind to the intelligence, then we as Atma, our intelligence, our senses, our mind, everything will be in control, and we will always go in the right direction, not going in the wrong direction. Okay, so Mataji, can you go to the next slide? So yeah, before that, we will learn um, the nature of mind. Okay, the mind is always flickering and restless. That means it is all, fluctuating. Either I will, my mood will go up or down, up or down. And it is restless. Restless means it will not, I am sitting here. I can even think about the trip which I have gone last year. I mean, my mind is still going there. I'm sitting here. I'm giving, I'm explaining you all what is Bhagavad Gita is all about. But still, my mind is going, acha, the trip was very nice. I'm even remembering what instances were happening in the trip. So our mind is like that. It can travel like, the wind will also not travel in that speed, but the mind will travel in that speed. So the mind is like a monkey jumping from this branch to that branch. Even our mind constantly moves from this thought to that thought. As I told, it moves. things in a very speed direction. So it's just like there is a boat and an anchor. A man, he's trying to, go forward with the boat, which was, parked at the river bank. But it does not move forward. He wants to go forward, but it does not go forward. Later, he checks everything, and later on, he realizes that the boat is anchored to the shore. Similarly, if we are struggling in our life, it is because our mind is trying to create unnecessary desires and expectations in our life. So before we go to we understand what yoga means, I'll just launch a poll. When do you feel more distracted? During sleeping, while studying, while praying, while talking to others? Okay. Nice. 90% of all of you have done this poll. So yes, while studying, I mean, I don't know how you all get distracted while sleeping. I mean, we sleep aram se, right? I mean, maybe you all don't sleep. You easily get disturbed while getting sleep. Kushi, you're unable to see the poll. Everybody is able to see the poll, Kushi. You do one thing, you log out and log in again. Maybe we'll see at that time. So yes, while studying, it is very difficult. While praying, yes, while talking to others also. Yes, we feel distracted for everything. Correct. So before going to the slide, what do you all mean? I mean, what comes to your mind when we hear the word yoga? You can type it in the chat also, not a problem. I understand that everybody cannot unmute and speak. So you all can type. I'll wait for the responses. What do you mean? What do you think about the word yoga? What we usually think?
Exercise,
It's
which makes us fit.
Yes, exercise. Ishwari? Ishwari, what you were trying to say, I did not understand.
an exercise.
Okay. Henna is saying exercise for mind and body. Manika is saying exercise asanas, yes. Smritika is saying a process where we active our chakras. Kirtana is saying meditation. Madhvi is saying mental peace. Lakshmi is saying good for health and gymnastics. Divya is saying which gives peace to the mind. Yes, can anybody read it? Correct. Okay.
Yoga definition, bridge, connection, reconnection of Jivatma with Paramatma. What is not yoga? Breathing exercise, visit the Himalayas, living in the forest. Yoga is a process of controlling the mind. It's not physical exercise.
Okay. Madhu Sneha is saying connection with supreme authority. Bhargav is saying physical or mental exercise. Yeah, these all come to our mind when we think of yoga. See, yoga, there's a misconception over the decades saying that yoga means doing this asana, that asana, etc., etc. But yoga, the meaning of yoga is not just doing this breathing exercise, go to Himalayas, go to forests and live there and do some, different types of meditations. That is not the case. Yoga means, the real meaning of yoga means reconnecting the individual soul, that is we, Atma, to the supreme soul, which is Paramatma. Why reconnecting? Because we all have this connection with the Lord from, from eternity. There is no end, and there is no beginning of when our connection started with the Supreme, with the Lord. So we are reconnecting it because we have lost that connection with the Lord. So yoga means reconnecting the Atma with the individual Atma to the Supreme Soul. That means which is Paramatma, which is the Lord. So the connection is called yoga. How do we connect with the Supreme Lord? Any ideas? Any ideas how we can connect with the Lord?
By chanting.
Yes, by chanting. And by meeting him again, yes. Chant
By meditating.
by
By
meditating.
talking to him
Right, talking
constantly.
to him, yes. Meditating is nothing but chanting. Chanting is also, I mean, meditation, chanting is also meditation. It is a prayer, it is remembering. Everything is chanting actually. Surrendering ourselves by chanting, reading shastras, prayers. Yes, you all are right. Absolutely right. Yoga, yes, yes, okay. Consistently praying, mantra meditation. So please be clear of the word yoga. Yoga means not doing this asana or that asana. We can do that, but that the ultimate motive of doing these asanas is purifying our body. That means to get energy to our body, not energy to our mind or something like that. We can get, but it is a process which is very difficult in this age of Kali. Okay, even I have seen many people doing yoga, but still they get into the wrong path. Why? Because that is not the full path, or the easy path which we can do. So the easy path and the most beneficial path is chanting. That means we can connect to the Lord by chanting. Why we cannot connect with doing this asanas and all? We'll learn in the next slides. I understand it is very new to all of you, but we'll understand it very easily. So it's just like if we touch a rose, what will happen? Our hands and body will get the same nice good fragrance. But the same hand, but the same body, if we touch garbage, it will smell like garbage only, right? So whatever the mind is in contact with, we'll get the same thoughts and desires. If we are, it's just like there is a can of dirty water. If we keep on adding good water, at starting it will still be dirty, but we still keep on adding good water, even the dirty water will flush out from the container, and only the clean water will remain in the container. So just like that, our mind, if we keep on giving it good thoughts, if we keep on training it in the right way, our soul, our mind then will be in our control, and it will concentrate on the Lord. So this process of connection to the Lord, to Krishna, is called yoga. Okay. So there is Hanuman. Hanuman, he did not do any asanas or he did not do anything else, but he was a great yogi. What is meant by yogi? The person who does, who is connected with God. So Hanuman was a greatest yogi, not a great yogi. He was the greatest yogi because he was always serving Lord Rama. He helped in how many ways did Hanuman help Lord Rama? Hmm? In how many ways?
Searching.
Searching for Sita, and
He brought Sanjeevani when Lakshmana was
yes,
sick.
he brought Sanjeevani when Lakshmana was sick, and
By building Ram Setu.
yes, building Ram Setu, arranging army, kept fire in Lanka. Hmm? So Hanuman was not sitting in Himalayas, or no, was not sitting in a mountain and meditating. He was actually, helping Lord Rama, physically being there. So he was not doing any asanas or doing this, concentrating on his himabindu, or on his tip of his nose, or the top of his skull. He was not doing all that. He was always chanting the names of Lord Rama, 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 Rama. Did he not get Lord Rama? Did he not get the love of Lord Rama? Despite being a monkey, despite being an animal, did he not get the love of Lord Rama? Hmm?
He got
He got it, right? So that is what the process which we are also following. Always remembering Lord, always serving Him in different, beautiful and engaging activities as such. So, Mataji, next slide. Then, okay, Ashtanga Yoga. There are different type of chakras in our body on which, people meditate upon. So, it is called eight-limbed yoga. Okay, this is also type of yoga, but it is called Ashtanga yoga. Okay, there are different types of yogas. There was karma yoga, which we were talking about in third chapter. Today we are talking about Ashtanga yoga. Okay, so there are yamas which things we should not do, like the non-violence, no lying, no stealing, no greed. But there are niyamas which we have to do. That means they are like inner observances. They're like inner observances, like which will take us towards the self-discipline and spiritual development, studying scriptures, or surrender to God. And I won't go much about these because maybe we'll learn it in the next chapters, but these are not very important right now. Okay, Mataji, next slide. Okay, can anybody read Ashtanga Yoga practice body? Can anybody read the translation?
Hare Krishna
One should
Mataji.
hold one's body, neck, and head erect in a straight line and stare steadily at the tip of the nose. Thus, with an unagitated, subdued, subdued mind, devoid of fear, completely free from sex life, one should meditate upon me within the heart and make me the ultimate goal of life.
So Krishna here, he's saying that you can do this Ashtanga Yoga. What you can do is that sit erect. That means your spine should be in straight line. And what he's saying, our head, our body, neck and head are in an erect straight line. That means sit straightly and stare steadily at the tip of the nose. So this is one type of yoga. That means it is called Ashtanga Yoga. But in this yoga, how is the yogi? Is he in a good, healthy condition?
No.
Where is he? Is he in the comfort of his home?
No.
No, right? It is very difficult to do such things. Can we do all that? Can we leave everything in our home and go in a secluded place and, do these types of meditations? Can we do that? Is it possible for us? Actually,
No.
no,
No,
right?
Mataji.
Yeah, our parents will, beat us like anything, right? So this is not the process which we can do. That process is there. I'm not saying it is not there. You can still do, but as we are Kali Yuga jivas, we don't have that much time and we don't have that much patience. We don't even live without eating food for one day. If our mother says that to fast one day because of some festival or something like that, our we still wait for the fasting period to get over, and we eat at the fast when the fasting is done. Is it right or wrong? Right? Do we all not wait to eat? We
Yes,
think
ma'am.
that when the fast will over, the rats are running in my stomach. Is it not?
Yes, Mataji.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. Next slide, Mataji. Okay. Yato nischaliti nischaliti manaschanchalam asthirham tatastato niyam yayithat atmeya atman eva vasham nayet. Ashtanga Yoga practice mind. Can anybody read?
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
From everywhere the mind wanders due to its flickering and unsteady nature. One must certainly withdraw it and bring it back under the control of the self.
See, even when we do the chanting, the japa, when we try to, concentrate, even if we are in front of Krishna also, we try to, focus ourselves on Krishna and pray whatever we desire, etc. But still, the mind goes in different direction. If somebody comes in front of us, our mind goes there. If, somebody's calling somebody else, we still, think that they are calling us. Still, the mind is, it goes in different direction. But it happens with a certain method. The mind will come into our control with a certain method. So we have to practice, chanting with concentration, or we have to practice how to do the correct prayers to the Lord, or we have to practice how to do this particular seva with concentration. So only when we do japa, we notice that when we are studying, then only we notice that how uncontrolled and how distracted our mind is. Right now, if we are watching TV or eating food, our mind is not distracted that much. But when we do very important things, our mind is like going somewhere. I'm taking my book and studying. It is not at all getting in my mind. during studying, I'll remember, oh, this happened incident, and my friend, me and my friend fought like that, or me and my father and mother had a quarrel like this. Whatever unnecessary things are are not needed, and that incident happened years ago. Still, we get those thoughts in that particular time when concentration is needed. So that is the mind. That is the what do we say, the role play of mind it does in our life. The mind is wantedly doing that. Why? Because we have to get distracted. So we should not be under the control of mind. We should control the mind. That is the main aim. So for doing that, if a person goes to a forest, he wants to be alone, and I want to control my mind, and he will think. So what will happen one day? Somebody or the other, they will walk in front of him. So what he will do? Acha, this person, or this girl is walking in front of me. I will just close my eyes. And then if the girl or somebody is walking there, as they walk, the sound will come. So the sound is coming, I'll block my ears also. He will think like that. Then again, next day, if somebody has worn a perfume, something like that, the smell of that perfume is coming to his or her nose. So what will the person think? That I'll close my nose also. But the next day, if nobody's coming in front of them, still the mind will think that, oh, yesterday that person came, oh, before that person came, yesterday the perfume was very nice. So how much ever we try to control, how much ever we shut down our ears, nose, or eyes, still the mind will wander, like in different directions, thinking that, oh, that perfume was very nice, or that person was very beautiful, she had beautiful eyes, or beautiful nose, or beautiful smile, something like that. But still mind will still think about, even the person is not present in front of us. So even um so by this we can understand that how difficult it is to control the mind, right? So can we go to the next slide? Can anybody read Ashtanga Yoga, a difficult one?
Arjuna said,
Yeah.
Kirtana, please read.
This
Arjuna said,
feels impractical and unendurable to me, for the mind is restless and unstable.
Okay, thank you. Kirtana, you can read the next slide. Okay, no problem. So Arjuna here, he's saying that it is so difficult. The process you're saying, Krishna, to shut down your eyes, shut down your this, and sit in a erect position, sit in a straight line, and concentrate on tip of the nose, or himabindu, or concentrate on all these chakras. Arjuna, he's a great warrior. He's not like us. He's a greatest warrior in his yuga, and he's a dear friend of Lord Krishna. So the friend of Lord Krishna, and still he's a Kshatriya. He has Gandiva. He's the son of Lord Indra. He has defeated many kings and all. Still, he's saying that, Krishna, what the process you have told just now about the Ashtanga Yoga, it is not possible for me, Krishna. It is impractical. That means it is not bearable for me to do all such things. My mind is restless. It will not, I can't do all that. Even, you can think that even such a great trained archer, his guru is Dronacharya. Dronacharya is the very greatest guru. He imparted very good knowledge to all his disciples. Such a person, such a great person like Arjuna is saying that, Krishna, this Ashtanga Yoga I cannot do. Then how can we expect that we can do? So it is very difficult, Arjuna is saying. So we'll go to the next slide, what Krishna says and what Arjuna says about this mind. Ashtanga Yoga, a difficult one. Chanchala hi manah Krishna pramati bhalavadhridam tasyaham nigraham manye vayor ivasu duskharam. Kirtana, can you read?
The mind is restless, turbulent, obstinate, and very strong, O Krishna, and to subdue it, I think, is more difficult than controlling the wind.
Okay. From now onwards, you all can please raise your hands. We will give chances like that. Okay. So that you all don't get confused. So, see what is happening in the other slide. Who is this and who is the person standing at the behind? And what does this kid do?
Dronacharya.
Yes. Yes, Srinitya. Okay. So Dronacharya, it is Arjuna. And what, Dronacharya has told all his disciples to, focus upon what you can see in this tree. Everybody was telling that the leaves or this or that, but Arjuna was saying, I can see only the eye of the bird. So that is the focus what Arjuna has. Still, if he's saying that, Krishna, it is very difficult for me to do Ashtanga Yoga. So think, it is not that, Arjuna is weak or something like that. It is, Arjuna is saying on our behalf that Krishna, it is not possible for, people like us. So Arjuna is saying the mind, it is very restless. Can we all control the wind? Is it possible to control the wind? Is it possible to
No, it
control
is
the,
not possible.
huh?
No,
No.
no.
No, right? It is not possible to control the wind. It will not come to our hand only. We cannot see the wind only. How can we control the wind? So, but Arjuna is saying, Krishna, at one point of time, we can control the wind, but it is very difficult to control the mind, right? So, controlling the wind is only like impossible task. But still, Arjuna is saying, we can control the wind at one point of time, but we cannot control the mind. But the nature of mind is like that. It travels, in 1.0000001 millisecond, it travels somewhere else, right? Now you all are sitting here. You all might be thinking about something else which happened even 10 years ago. Even we can think about the school memories which we are, still having. I mean, for us, I mean, who have passed out school 10 years ago, you can still remember. For the people who are in still school and colleges and all, you can still remember what happened in your primary schools and all, right? So that is how the mind is, it goes uncontrolled. But Krishna gives us the answer to this, how to control the mind. Do you all want to get the answer?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
Mataji.
Yes, right? So we'll go to the next slide. Krishna says here. Yes, Mataji, read me, Mataji, you can read. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Asamshayam Mahabaho Mano Durnigraham Chalam Abhyasena tu Kaunteya Vairagyena cha Grihayate.
Lord Krishna said, O mighty armed son of Kunti, it is undoubtedly very difficult to curb the restless mind, but it is possible by suitable practice and detachment.
Okay. So, Krishna is saying, see, yes, Krishna is also agreeing that, yes, this mind is very difficult. It is no doubt that your question is valid, Arjuna, that, mind is very difficult to control. But by practice, suitable practice, not just like that, the right way of practice and by detachment, the mind can be controlled. See, understand it very clearly that we are Kali Yuga Jivas. Okay, the traditional methods of doing meditation or doing severe authorities, like no one can observe. I mean, we cannot observe very strict rules and regulations by, sitting in a one place in our room or something like that, and focusing our mind on Supreme Lord, or focusing on a ghee lamp, something like that, and restraining and shutting down all our senses and mind, and remaining alone and doing some or the other, concentrating upon the chakras, etc., etc. It is not at all possible. We can do. I'm not saying, I mean, Krishna is not saying we cannot do. He's telling do that, but it is impossible for, especially for the people in Kali Yuga. Even in, the great yogis who were doing all these practices in the last yugas, they did for many millions of years. Still, by small distractions, they fell down. That means their mind was not in their control. So just like that, it is impractical for people like us. So instead, the easiest and most effective means of spiritual advancement, or controlling our mind, is Krishna consciousness, where we center our mind, or we center our soul in hearing about the Lord, chanting about the Lord, remembering about the Lord, and serving the Lord and worshipping Krishna. So that is how we can, our mind can be controlled. Our mind can be engaged in Krishna service. It is called Navavidha Bhakti. We can do different types of bhakti towards Krishna. So they are called Navavidha Bhakti. Okay, but the most important thing, the most important and foremost three things are hearing, chanting, and remembering. Sometimes we are not able to do puja and Krishna, due to periods and all. There are some restrictions. If there is a death in the family, we cannot go and do physical service to Krishna. There is 13 days restriction to go to temple and all. We cannot do that, but we can hear about Krishna, just like we are doing now. Many people have asked me, Mataji, can we listen to Bhagavad Gita during our periods? There is nothing wrong in hearing about Krishna at any point of time. Chanting, we can chant at any point of time, as I told, anywhere, anytime, any circumstances. There is nothing wrong. Remembering about Krishna. Okay, we will stop hearing about Krishna, we'll stop chanting about Krishna. We will do that. But can we stop our mind thinking about Krishna? Today this class happened. We will all remember some or the other point throughout the day. And do we stop? No. I'm in my periods. I cannot think about it. I am in a somebody died in my family. No, I cannot think about God. Do we all can we stop our mind thinking about Krishna?
No.
We can physically restrain by not going to temple or not attending classes, but our mind will not do that. Our mind's nature is to think about Krishna. But our mind gets distracted in this or the other way. So these three things are very important. Hearing about Krishna. How we will know what is the importance of hearing about Krishna? How we will know what is the importance of knowing Krishna is by hearing about Krishna. We don't know what is Krishna, how can we reach Krishna? It can be only possible if we hear about Krishna. And chanting. To connect to Krishna, we are chanting. And to remember Krishna also. While chanting, while hearing, we are remembering Krishna. So these three things are very important. That means Shravanam. Shravanam means hearing. Kirtanam. Kirtanam means doing kirtan, and chanting is also called kirtan. Kirtanam. So chanting is called kirtanam. And smaranam. Smaranam means remembering about Krishna. So by these things we can control our mind. Do these things constantly. That means by practice the mind is controlled. That means we are engaging our mind in Krishna. It is automatically controlled. We will not even know how our mind is getting controlled, because those activities are such powerful things that the mind is controlled. Okay, the more one hears about Krishna, the more one gets enlightened about Krishna. The detachment will also work in that way. Krishna is telling two things, by practice and by detachment. As soon as we start practicing each and every day, doing certain times of round, a certain count of rounds, or hearing about Krishna every day throughout these 18 sessions, and even after level 2, after that also, and even remembering about Krishna, that means you are practicing something. If you practice something, that will come into our hand. Those problems or those particular subject will come into our hands. Right? So if we keep on practicing all these things about Krishna, our mind stays in the right path and we get detached from all the unnecessary things. Okay, so the first thing is that we have to practice. By practicing, detachment comes automatically. Everybody were asking yesterday, how to become detached, This is the way. You have to practice first. You have to chant, you have to hear, you have to remember, you have to go to temple and see Krishna, remember Krishna, serve Krishna physically. So, if you do all that, detachment will come automatically. There is no question of, we are still doing this and we are still having attachment. Yes, don't think that it will come in one day or one night. It will come, but it will come with suitable practice. Krishna is not saying in 1 second, in 1 moment, you are going to get, the mind is going to get in your control. No, Krishna is saying suitable practice. Practice makes a person
Perfect.
perfect, healthy, and wise also, that so through this practice it makes us perfect, it makes us healthy. That means even our body, even doing this Hare Krishna Mahamantra has so scientific reasons that the vibration which we do, it reaches our mind, reaches our body, and our body is like fully energetic. There are some reasons why we chant this Hare Krishna Mahamantra, and there are reasons where people got physically benefited of this Hare Krishna Mahamantra. And wise, if we remember Krishna, there is no intelligent person than the person who is the devotee of Lord. A person can know all the shlokas of Bhagavad Gita, but if he does not know what is the meaning of the shlokas, there is no use of knowing all those shlokas. Do you think I know all the shlokas? No, I know only few of the shlokas which are very important, but I know the meaning of all the shlokas. not perfectly, but I know the, if I read it, I can understand that. And similarly, you all can, if you read that, you all can understand it. But what is the use of, reciting the shlokas, reciting the Sanskrit words? They are difficult to pronounce and all. But what is the use if we don't know what is the meaning of that? So that is how our mind can be controlled. By what? Two things. What are those two things?
Practice and detachment.
Practice and detachment. Yes, correct. So there is a beautiful story related to this. There was a sage, and he asked his disciples to bring water in a sieve. Sieve means the through which we do this. If there is atta or flour, we if there is dust and all, we sieve it. No, that means the dust, the flour, the flour comes
Filter.
down. What do we say?
Filter.
Filter, yes, of something like a filtration type of thing. So in our homes it is there, no? So the sage asked the disciples to bring water. It is impossible because it has all the holes. They all failed. They all try. They were thinking that if my guru is telling that, that should be correct only. But the guru was actually testing them, and how will they do that? They all failed, but they all came together and put clay. That means they covered the holes, and after that, after the clay dried, the container was holding the water. Similarly, with the right practice, with the right discipline, with the right type of devotion, it will help us to control the mind. So Arjuna, he could see only the bird's eye, nothing else, only the target. So this type of level of focus we need is needed in spiritual life. Don't worry, it will come to all of us, but it needs some practice. With practice, detachment comes. Okay, I hope you all understand what I tried to told, what I tried to tell about how to control the mind.
Yes, Mataji.
Yes, Ishwari. Yes, okay. Can you go to the next slide, Mataji? Unsuccessful yogi. Can anybody read the translation? Ishwari, yes.
Oh Krishna, what is the destination of unsuccessful transcendentalist who is in the beginning to take the process of self-realization with faith, but who later desists due to worldly mindedness and thus does not attain perfection in
Mysticism. Okay. So Arjuna is asking a general question that, see, I am doing, you're asking everybody to do this and that. But what happens if suddenly something happens and they are not able to continue this? I mean, death is inevitable, right? We are doing this, but we don't know when we are going to, when death comes to us. So what happens to such souls, Sunny? Arjuna is asking to Krishna. So what Krishna answers? Next slide. So Krishna is saying, unsuccessful yogi. Tatram tam buddhi samyogam labhyate paurva dehikam yathate cha tato buddhya bhuya samsiddhau kurunandana. Yes, anybody? Translation?
On taking such a birth, he revives the divine consciousness of his previous life, and he again tries to make further progress in order to achieve complete success. O son of Kuru.
Okay. So there's a personality called Jada Bharata. He was a king in one particular life. He goes to the forest and etc. He wants to detach himself from the all the world. So, but a deer comes to him. He gets so much attached to the deer that he forgets doing the practice. Remembering the Lord. So at the time of death, he remembers the deer, and in the next life, he becomes a deer. In that lifetime, also by Krishna's mercy, he gets to know that, okay, I have wasted my life thinking about getting so much attached about the deer. So and he after his life ends as a deer, he becomes a servant in a kingdom. Then he remembers the God. So I'm not explaining the story because it is going to come in the next chapters. So by his life, we should understand that bhakti does not go waste just because the person has left the body. It will continue in the next life. So in the third lifetime, the Jada Bharata has continued that bhakti. That means that bhakti did not go anywhere. Okay, so where we have left that bhakti in this lifetime, next lifetime we are going to continue. Do you all think we all are doing this just like that? No, maybe we had done this already. Don't think that this is the first lifetime which, I started my Krishna consciousness, or, I am getting connected to all this. No, we're already connected to Krishna, or we were connected to this chanting, etc., in many, many previous births. It's just that we are that was not, the whole process was not done. So now we have come here to finish the process. Even in this lifetime also, if we are not able to finish, don't worry at all. We will continue it in the next life. But we should not waste thinking that, okay, this lifetime I'll enjoy, next lifetime I may do that. No, that will not be the case. Again, we don't know which life we are going to get. Are we going to get a human body or animal body? In animal body we cannot do anything. Worst is the tree body. I mean, a tree will stay there for millions and millions of years, but it is impossible to get a human body after that, and it will take a lot of time. So as we are in this human body, we should not waste it. Okay, Mataji, next slide. Can anybody read?
Hare Krishna Matas.
Hare Krishna.
And successful yogi who has practiced for a long time is born into a spiritual household, who practiced for a short time after enjoying in Svargaloka will get birth in a devotee family or in an aristocratic family.
So so Krishna is saying what will happen to the people who have not wantedly stopped, but genuinely because of some situations, the process they were doing to attain Krishna, that is not fulfilled. So what will happen to such people is that either they will be born in a good family, where they don't need to worry about anything materially, where they can do spiritual life very easily, or they're born in a devotee family. That means, if born in a devotee family means the parents are already devotees, so for the children it is very easy to continue the practice. Or if they have done some pious activities, etc., they will go to the Svargaloka, they will enjoy there. That means they will waste a little bit time of theirs and then come again back here, and are again born in a devotee family or in a nice family where they can continue their Krishna consciousness again. So we should understand that good birth is due to past bhakti. That means if we are born to our parents, or if we are doing this bhakti, it is, so that means we have got a nice life. It is due to we have done some nice bhakti in the last life. And also remember that the bhakti we are doing right now will also give good results in the next birth. That means we don't know if we are going to attain Krishna in this lifetime only. But if we keep on doing that practice, next lifetime also there is a good chance of result that we are going to get the same good situation, so that we can continue our bhakti. The conditions will be in our favor. Madhuji, next slide. Can anybody read? Okay, the highest yogi. Can next slide, Madhuji. Yes, can anybody read the highest yogi?
A yogi is greater than the ascetic, greater than the empiricist, and greater than the fruitive worker. Therefore, O Arjuna, in all circumstances be a yogi.
Okay, so Krishna is saying be a yogi. But what type of yogi? But what type of yogi Krishna is saying is that Krishna says that we have seen Ashtanga yoga right now. We have seen Karma yoga. So which yoga is the best? You all say which yoga is the best? Is Ashtanga yoga best or Karma yoga best?
Ashtanga yoga.
Ashtanga yoga? Okay, concentrating and controlling, I mean shutting down our senses is the best. No, both are wrong actually. What is the best? Not Ashtanga yoga, not Karma yoga. What is the best? Okay, I think
Working in devotion.
yes, working in devotion, right? Correct. That is nothing but Bhakti yoga. It is called Bhakti yoga. So, I mean, you may not understand what is Bhakti yoga, but you will understand in later on chapters. But it is Krishna says that if we understand this shloka, we will understand the key message of Bhagavad Gita, as in which path and which is the best path to attain Krishna in a practical way, not just like, okay, emotionally I am thinking I am having faith on God. No, this is Bhakti Yoga is the most practical way in which we normal people can do it. Okay, so here Krishna is saying that yogi is better than ascetic. That means ascetic is a person who is not allowing physical pleasures for religious reasons. That means he's not eating, he's not sleeping, he's not drinking for many days, he's not, living in the comforts of home, he's not, sleeping on a bed, he's, in the forest he's doing all these things, he has danger from many types of animals, he's not eating, that means he's starving a lot, his body is so weak. So Krishna is saying a yogi is better than an ascetic. Yogi means who? The person who is getting connected to the Lord in the most practical way, in the process of bhakti yoga. The greatest example of a ascetic is Hiranyakashipu. He did a lot of meditation. He did a lot of meditation for Lord Brahma or Shiva for many millions and millions of years. At last, it was told that only his head was only there when Lord Brahma or Shiva came. So that is the type of austerity which Hiranyakashipu did. But for what? Did he did for Krishna? Or did he do for, for the whole world? No, he did it for self-enjoyment. Okay, such person is not at all good, Krishna is saying. I mean, it is the person who's concentrating upon Lord is better than such people. And there is second type of person who is Jnani. He knows all 700 shlokas of Bhagavad Gita, he has memorized it, but what is the use if he does not know what does the shloka mean? And if he is not following. I am, for example, I know all the shlokas. I am in a competition. I am, reciting all the shlokas. I'm getting a certificate also. But what is the use if I don't know the meaning of that shlokas? What will I do with all the certificates? They will just be piled up in my home, just for showcase. That's it. And even the, the person who is doing for himself, that is also no better. That means he's entangled in the thing called Papa and Punya. If he does good things, he will go to Swargaloka. If he's doing bad things, he will go to the hellish planets. Again, he has to take birth, and God knows which life he's going to get. So a yogi is nothing but a devotee. A devotee is the best amongst all the people who are, doing for their own self-benefit and who are, going through the wrong and hard processes to connect with the God. So the yogi is the best, and he's very intelligent because he's trying to use the simple way and yet the most effective way to control, to connect to the God. Just like we will learn a very beautiful pastime about, what is the difference between scholarly people and a person who is just trying to serve the Lord. So what kind of yogi you all want to be? You want to be like the person who just concentrates upon the chakras, or who is doing karma, who is, working for only himself, or the person who wants to connect to Krishna? What type of yogi you all want to
The
become?
person who wants to connect to Krishna.
Yes, correct. Bhakti Yoga. Yes, correct. Madhu's next slide. Okay, Ishwari. Yoginam api sarvesham madgathe narthar atmana shraddhavan bhajate yomam same yukta thamomataha. Please read it, Mataji.
And of all yogis, the one with great faith, who always abides me, thinks of me within himself, and renders transcendental loving service to me. He is the most intimately united with me in yoga and is the highest of all. That is my opinion.
Okay. So here, I am not saying, Arjuna is not saying, nobody is saying anything who is the best animal. Krishna himself, the God, is saying that among all the yogis, the Bhakti yogi is the best. It means a devotee is best amongst all the yogis who are doing this yoga, that yoga, etc., etc. There are other processes. Krishna is saying, yes, there are other processes. You can do that, but they are very difficult, and there is no guarantee that the results will be fulfilled. But in Bhakti Yoga, it is Krishna guarantees us the results will be fulfilled, either in this lifetime or the other lifetime. It takes lesser time than doing all the other yogas. So Krishna says bhakti is the best. That means working in devotion for me is the best. So what is this bhakti? We will understand a very beautiful story of Vishnu Siddhar and the essence of understanding, what is the essence of Vedas. So there was a very great king called Vallabhadev. He had a deep desire to understand the meanings of Vedas. So he consulted all his ministers, saying that, call all the great scholarly people, Vedantists, etc., etc., and tell them to assemble in my assembly. And if anybody gives the right answer, I'm going to tie a bag of coins. Okay. If the whoever gives the correct meaning of the Vedas, the bag of gold will fall automatically. Okay, so many big scholars came from this path, that path, etc., etc., and they shared many great teachings, interpretations about what what is Vedas is about. But even though they had good knowledge, quoting many big scriptures, shlokas, philosophies, but still the bag of gold remained unmoved. So the king was seeing that many learned people are coming, they all are getting failed. The bag of coins is not getting, it is not falling. That means they all don't know what is the essence of Vedas. He was getting disheartened. Then in the night, in his dream, the Lord himself came into his dream and told, invite a person called Vishnu Siddhar. He understands what is the meaning of Vedas. So the next morning, the king sent his messengers and told this person, Vishnu Siddhar, to come. Vishnu Siddhar was not a scholar. He did not know, did not even read what Vedas is. He was just a simple devotee, making garlands and offering it to the Lord. That's it. So when the king servants came and told Vishnu, come, the king is calling, Vishnu Siddhar told, no, I don't know anything about Vedas. What you are talking about? You are coming and asking me how, what is the, I don't know why you people came to me. I will not come. Please humbly tell the Lord, king, that I don't know anything. Then what happens in his dream is that the Lord comes in his dreams and tells Vishnu Siddhar, go to assembly and explain whatever you understand about Vedas. Then because the Lord has agreed, he goes to the assembly. So there Vishnu tells that the essence of Vedas is to understand who is God, how to love him and how to serve him. That's it. The essence of Vedas is not doing this practice or that practice, doing, how much asanas I can do, how much magic I can do. That is not the essence of understanding the scriptures or Vedas or even understanding Bhagavad Gita. The meaning of Krishna giving Bhagavad Gita is to understand him, how we can love him, how we can serve him, how we can become his devotees. That is what Bhagavad Gita is all about. We are not giving here, lectures or, making you all understand what is Bhagavad Gita in a very philosophical way. Our aim is that so that every one of you will understand what God is, how to love him, how to serve him. That is our main aim. That is why we are giving, giving these classes and all. Our main aim is that, not to make everybody scholars. And even the quiz, it is not to, get this many score, this much score. It is not that. It is about making you all understand what is bhakti is about, to connect to God. So after when Vishnu Siddhar told about this, the gold bag dropped automatically. That means everybody understood that this is the essence of Vedas. That means this is how we have to understand what the Vedas are trying to say. So the king was so happy. He was honoring Vishnu on an elephant procession in the whole kingdom. So the Lord was very happy that his devotee was giving such an honor, and he was very happy with his devotee that he gave us such a nice answer. So when the Lord came in front of Vishnu Siddhar, he sang very famous verses called Palandu verses. Okay, but his mood was very unique. When Lord came, he did not ask, Lord, please protect me and all. So when the Lord came in front of Vishnu, he was not telling, God, please protect me. God, please protect me. He was saying, Lord, why did you come here in front of everybody? you're so beautiful, you're so komalam, you're so beautifully decorated today by Radharani that somebody might cast you an evil eye on you. That means somebody might keep dishti on you. So don't come, Lord, you go away, you go away. So the devotee never thinks about himself that I want this or that from Lord. He thinks that no, God, you don't take custom for us. You don't take you did not come for me. You need not do this for me. You need not do that for me. I will do. But the devotee is so concerned about the Lord that just like Vishnu is saying, why did you come, Lord? Somebody might cast an evil eye. You will get drishti. So why you are coming? So that is the mood of a true bhakta. That means a true bhakta does not ask God about this or that. I mean, don't protect me, Lord. That all are like the devotee does not need all that. He has such deep love for God that he always worries about his well-being. So even in temple, we all don't think that we all want this or that. We all think we all want to serve Krishna. That means if we are cooking something, it is not because I want to eat. I love pasta, for example. I am cooking pasta because I don't, not because I want to eat. I want to cook because I want Krishna to eat, Krishna to enjoy. So that is how a mood of a devotee should be. That means he should always try serving Krishna. So to reach this pure devotion towards Krishna, the main thing is we must constantly chant the holy names of the Lord. Through this sincere chanting, we will cultivate this loving relationship with God. So where our, that is the only key to happiness. That means that is the only way to achieve happiness. So what is the mantra which we all chant?
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Yes, Mataji, can you go to the next slide? Yeah, Ishwari, you can read the translation.
Devotional service, beginning with the chanting of the holy name of Lord, is the ultimate religious principle for the living entity in human society.
Okay, so what we should do as a devotee is that we should go to temple. We can pray, we can worship Lord, but the most important thing is nama japa. That means chanting the holy names of the Lord. Bhakti means chanting. It is the simplest yet most powerful spiritual practice which we all can do. So let us all chant the holy names of the Lord. Let us do nama japa. Are we all ready to do the chanting of the holy name?
Yes, Mataji.
Yes, right? Yes. So I'll just launch a poll. Yes, Madhuri, till the time you can go to the next slide. What is your favorite way to serve Krishna? Kirtan, reading scriptures, cooking an offering to Krishna, or chanting? Yes, so nice. Okay. Okay, I'm just sending the poll. Okay, very nice. Everybody's your favorite way is doing kirtan. Yes, I also love kirtan. Reading scriptures, what we are doing right now. Cooking and offering it to Krishna. Yes, that is also giving our love to Krishna. Chanting. Yes, you all got it correctly. So yesterday, there was a in the teaser it was told that we will do prayers for protection. So we do Narsimha prayers for protection. This is called Narsimha Arti. We usually do at the end of any program or something like that. So we'll do this kirtan, okay? Shri Lakshmi Narsimha Bhagavan ki jai. Namaste Narasimhaya Prahaladaladaine Hiranyakashe Purvaksham Shilatamka Nakalaye Ito Narsimha Parato Narsimha Yato Yato Yamitato Narsimha Vahe Narsimha Hrutaye Narsimha Narasimha Madim Sharanam Prapade Tava Kara Kamalavare Naka Adbhuta Shrihingam Dalita Hiranyakashipu Tano Vrengam Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadish Hare Jai Jagadish Hare Jai Jagadish Hare Jaya Lakshmi Narsimha Jaya Bhakta Prahlad Lakshmi Narsimha Jaya Bhakta Prahlad. Okay, so you all can, learn this Narsimha Aarti, which we, constantly, usually chant, sing in the kirtans and all in the temple. This is the first kirtan or the Aarti which we learn in ISKCON. Okay, this we will share in the group. Okay, Mataji, next slide. So can anybody quickly read what is today's reflection? Yes, Ishwari.
And with focus, prioritize daily chanting, making it a deep conscious practice, detached from result. Work for Krishna without being overly anxious about success or failure. Anchor yourself in bhakti. Just like a boat needs an anchor, let devotion keep you steady in life. Be mindful of distractions. Identify when your mind wavers, example, scrolling endlessly or overthinking, and bring it back to Krishna. Invest in your spiritual bank account. Every mantra chanted, every service done is eternal wealth that stays with you forever.
Okay, can you all select what? This is the one thing which we will all start doing from today. Mataji, till the time you can go to the next slide. Okay, very nice. So many of you have opted chant with focus, prioritize chanting daily, make it a deep conscious practice. Few of you have told that detach from results. Be mindful of distractions, invest in your spiritual bank account. Yes, very nice. So tomorrow what we'll learn is that how can we truly know Krishna, the temporary versus the eternal? Who can become a devotee? The best protection and surrender to Krishna. So we will end it here. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So anybody has any questions or comments about today's chapter? If anybody wants to leave, you are getting late, you all can leave. If you don't have any questions, we will end it. I'll just wait for 2 minutes. In yesterday's chapter, Krishna asked us to do whatever we should do without renunciation. But today, in this chapter, it is said that one should leave everything and concentrate upon me with erect position, etc. Krishna is, no, you have understood it in the wrong way, Mataji. Krishna is still saying that Bhakti Yoga is the best. He's not saying Ashtanga. Krishna is trying to confuse Arjuna, saying that, yes, I'll explain about Navavida Bhakti. Krishna is very intelligent. Krishna will not say, do this only. That means if he tells, do this only, then where is our freedom which Krishna gives us? So we can do Ashtanga Yoga. He's giving that option. In third chapter, he's giving, do Karma Yoga. That is one option. Do it for yourself. It's okay. That is one option. Second option, Krishna is giving Ashtanga Yoga. That means do this. That is also possible, but it is very difficult. And Krishna is only saying no. He's saying that people like Hiranyakashipu, they did, but it is very difficult for us to do. Krishna is saying even that. In one shloka, he's saying that the yogi, that means the bhakta is the best. So Krishna is saying, do this, do that. But I am saying that do bhakti yoga is the best. And Krishna is not recommending us to do this. He's saying this is one of the process which you can do. But that is not the best process. And Krishna is clearly saying, if you go through the class once again. Why did before generation people used to take sannyasam or go to the forest and do tapas to attain God while Krishna said not to do so? Again, I'm saying, Mataji, still they used to do. See, if we, Krishna, as we are souls, Krishna gives us the independence to do whatever we want. But before that, Krishna guides us. Go to the right path or to the wrong path. Krishna even says, do the right path. Still, Krishna gives us the option. It's your wish. Do whatever you want. Okay. So people used to go, yes, there were different situations for them. And still, there was a great sage called Vishwamitra. He was a great sage. He did so many meditations and all. He was concentrating upon Lord Vishnu only, but was not doing chanting the holy names or doing it what Krishna has recommended. What happened? When Apsara came, he fell down. So Krishna is saying that process is also we can do, but it is very difficult. So you can still go to Himalayas, go to the forest and do, but it is very difficult for us to do. Krishna is saying that. So Krishna is saying, there is option, but it is difficult for you, my child. Don't go in that option. I'm giving you a very easy process, which is called Bhakti Yoga. Do that. Okay, Ishwari, you got it? Can you explain about Navavida Bhakti? See, Mataji, the shloka goes like this. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Pada Sevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakyam, Atmani Vedanam. So, there are 9 processes of Navavida Bhakti. Okay, we can do anything. That means we can do Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam. Shravanam means hearing about the Lord. Kirtanam means chanting about the Lord. Vishnu Smaranam means remembering about the Lord. Pada Sevanam means we are serving the lotus feet of the Lord, just like Lakshmi serves Lord Vishnu. Archanam means doing deity worship. Vandanam means we can offer our obeisances. That means we are offering surrendering to Krishna. Dasyam means just like Hanuman was a servant of Lord Rama, we can become the servant of the Lord. Sakyam means just like Arjuna, we can become the friend of the Lord. Atmanivedana means surrendering fully to the Lord. We can do any of these things, but in Kali Yuga, as you know, we cannot directly go to Lord Vishnu and do Pada Sevanam. It is not possible for us. Every day we cannot do head bath and go to puja room and do deity worship. We can do. There's nothing wrong in that. But every day we cannot do. The 3 important things for getting the love of Krishna is Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam. Hearing, chanting, and remembering Lord Vishnu. So this is what Navavida Bhakti is. We will go in detail in the next levels, not now. Okay. Hare Krishna Mataji, in one lecture, I heard about Swarga and Narka. How we can come back to this ocean of birth and death after completing our duration, staying there according to our karma. Yes, that is right. 1 second. Going back to Godhead, Golok, Vrindavan Dham, and Vaikunta are this all the same, how their atmosphere will be. This is not a thing we discussed today, but please help me to know this. Don't mention my name. Okay, no problem at all. So the thing is that, Mataji, what we will do, how we will go, what is the destination of how the process which we are doing, we will learn in the next chapters. Yes, we did not discuss because the goal where we are going is not yet discussed, because if the process is only not escaped, if it is not fixed upon our minds, what is the use of learning about the destination? So first, our focus is chanting. About going to go home, back to Godhead, everything is same. Vaikunta, Goloka, everything is in the spiritual world only. But so as not to confuse the new people who don't know about all this, we will not discuss about this. We will discuss about it in the later chapters. Okay. Having positions on Krishna, like selflessly his mind, only kind of thing, even when he's everyone's. Actually, you know what? There are 2 types of things. One thing is Krishna is of everyone's, and Krishna is individual to everybody. Just like um, just like our parents. Our parents of everybody's, but still our parents give us personal time. Is it not? Is it not that okay? This is I'm not going to give time to my elder child, or I'm not going to give time to my middle child. Our parents are of three siblings, three children, but uh, you know, uh, parents don't think selfishly about only one child, and we also don't think that our parents are only ours. We let them, we let them think about we let them think about I'm sorry, I got distracted by that. So yes, we can be possessed that Krishna, you are mine, for me, you are mine. But how can we give selflessly about Krishna? Is that we can, propagate about Krishna. We can understand all about, we can be selfless and think that okay, these people don't know about Krishna. Maybe I can tell a little past him to them, and they can know about Krishna, etc., etc. Both things. Personally, we can think that Krishna, you are mine. Outwardly, when we want to become the devotee of Lord, we have to give Krishna to everybody. We have to give the love of Krishna to everybody. So these both things exist. Okay. Hare Krishna Mataji. Why in Satya Yuga Tapasya is recommended? Why in Treta Yuga Yagna is recommended? Why in Dwapar Yuga Archanam is recommended? Why in Kali Yuga Harinam is recommended? Yes. So in Satya Yuga, Treta Yuga, Dwapar Yuga, Kali Yuga, in Satya Yuga, the people only a few % of people were bad people. Rest, the whole maximum amount of people were good people only. So due to that, they were eating healthy, they were living a long period of time. So at that time, tapasya can be done for many long periods of time. So that was recommended according to the circumstances, according to the lifetime, according to how people were there. So tapasya, good people can do it easily. It is difficult, but they were able to do it. In Treta Yuga, tapasya is a little bit easier than doing yagna is easier than doing tapasya. Yagna takes a little bit of time, like Ashwamedha Yagna, etc., etc. So the people were little bit, they were good people, but demonic people increased a little bit. Okay, so yagna was recommended. Why? Because the people had little lesser duration than the people who were in Satya Yuga, and there were a little bit more demonic people. So yagna was recommended because tapasya, the demons used to come and disturb them. It was not possible for everybody to do tapasya. So yagna was recommended because if the sadhus are doing yagna, how Lord Rama used to protect all the sadhus with the demons, it was done. It was possible. In the Dwapar Yuga, Archanam, the temple sacrifices were done. Archanam is little bit less easier than doing yagnas and tapasya, because you do Archana, deity worship in the morning, evening, khatam, done. So it was a little bit easy than doing yagna. That means the duration became a little bit lesser. So we would have not been able to engage ourselves wholly in Krishna, in doing tapasya or yagna. We had not, the people did not had that much duration of life. Not us, we are Kali Yuga Jivas, but the people in Dwapar Yuga did not have that much time than Treta Yuga or Satya Yuga. So Archanam was a little bit easier. In Kali Yuga, now, before it was 100 years at least, now it is not even 100 years people are living. So Harinam is very easy. If we do, 16 rounds, it takes 2 hours, or we read here, it maximum, we allot around 8 hours of time in Krishna consciousness. As we progress, we usually use that much time. So at least we are doing 10 minutes of the japa. So it is easier than doing archanam, yagnam, or tapasya. So that is why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is an incarnation of Lord Krishna, says that this is the best and easiest way to do in Kali Yuga, because doing archanam, doing deity worship every day, it is not possible for us. Doing yagna, it is so difficult. The ingredients are so costly. The ghee, the cow ghee, everything is so costly. Tapasya to leave it. We cannot even do that in this yuga. Okay, that is why it is recommended like that, because scriptures have recommended. So we are following the same. We choose the paths according to our karma. I can spread love of Krishna and ask everyone to love Krishna, but deep down, I can feel like I can't take it if anyone is getting closer to him than I am. I know it's selfish, but what do you say about it? No, 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 no. See, Krishna is ours, but we cannot say that he is not of everybody's. Hmm. Just like I told you the example, your parents are there. You have a sibling, a sister or a brother. You cannot say that, no, 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 mummy and papa, you can only love me. You cannot love, my sister or my brother. Do we do that? Can we do that? Our parents are our own. I love my mother and father. I want them to be mine only. But do we tell that, no, 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 you cannot love anybody else. You cannot love my sister or my brother like that. No. If we cannot think selfish about giving the love of our parents, sharing the love of our parents to our siblings only, then how can we selfish thinking that Krishna is only, I cannot give it to somebody else. Think Krishna is yours only, but don't think that you cannot give Krishna to somebody else. There is Krishna already present in their heart. You cannot remove. See, you can think like that. You cannot, not tell about Krishna to anybody else. That's fine. But the Paramatma who is in our heart, who is in the heart of somebody else, if you don't want to tell about Krishna, how can you remove that Paramatma from their heart? We need not tell. If bhakti is written in there, when Krishna decides that, this person has to become devotee, we are not the only persons who will give bhakti to them. We're just instruments. Okay. Maybe we will not tell, but Lord is so, he's not like us. He's so powerful that some or the other that person will get Krishna bhakti. But try, if you give that, tell about Krishna to them, Krishna will be so happy. Don't think that I am giving my Krishna to somebody else. Your Krishna is yours only. Their Krishna is theirs only. There's nothing comparison of Krishna that I know Krishna better. They don't know Krishna better. I want Krishna more. Or, I don't want them to not to have Krishna more. No. See, even now, we all know what is Bhagavad Gita, etc., etc. We are in this stage because somebody else has explained us. If that would have not been the case, would have, sitting in the home, doing all the sinful activities. Now we are doing the same to somebody else also. If, we think that, no, 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 I want, Krishna to be mine. I don't want Krishna not to be somebody else. Then how you would have known Krishna? You know Krishna because somebody has told you, because they were selfless. So we cannot think like that. Okay. So it's just like we are doing some ritual. Like it is told that to get a good husband, we do some pujas and all to Lord Shiva or to Lord Krishna. So we don't say to anybody else because we don't want somebody else to get a good husband. That is selfishness. So in Krishna Bhakti, there is no such thing as selfishness. Even the knowledge we know, we give it to everybody, because that knowledge is not ours. Krishna is, if we think like that, Krishna is not bound to ourselves. Krishna is everybody's. So the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, the knowledge of Krishna, the pastimes of Krishna is not only for us. It is for everybody, every living entity. Maybe not this lifetime. Maybe the next lifetime they will be getting. Do we choose the choices given by Krishna according to our past karma, or it's just our wandering stupid mind? We get the choices because of our past karma. The present, for example, because of my past karma, I have chosen a field called doctor. In my BPC, in my 10th class, due to my past karma, due to my parents' good support, I have the option to choose MPC or BPC. Okay. So due to my past karma, I got this nice chance that my parents are financially good. They can provide me the education till I become a good doctor or a good engineer. I have this nice utilities, or I have my parents who can take a nice loan where they can provide, and I can repay back them. So I have this good karma. That means you are getting nice parents, nice financial support because you have good karma. But choosing the right path is right now, right present. So whatever we are doing right now will affect the future. Is it not? So if we are taking any wrong decisions, it is because of our mind. The choices we get The options we get is because of our karma, but the choice we are going to choose is because of our mind, because of, the guidance we are getting. I hope you got it, Mataji. Okay. Inka, any questions? Okay. If we have any questions, you all can personally, maybe you all are not comfortable asking in the here. You all can reach out to my number. My number is this. 867738 How to stay detached with our own kids? Mataji, let's not talk about detachment right now, and especially with our kids. Okay, let the chapters go on, and then we will talk about detachment. At the end of the 18 chapters, you please ask me about detachment, how to get detachment from our kids. I mean, it is not recommended right now. I mean, in what way, Mataji? In what way you want to get detached? Because as a parent, you have to take care of them. We cannot escape. We cannot escape the duties against them or attachment. Right. See, as being a mother, as being a woman, it is our duty to serve our children, to take care of them, thinking too much of them. I don't think so. I don't think so. There's nothing wrong in thinking about the kids and all, because do one thing, Mataji. You are thinking that you are getting too much attached, take that attachment in a nice way. Teach them about chanting, teach them about Krishna consciousness. Then, as they will be getting in the right path, they will also understand that, okay, my mother is, teaching us about Krishna. And when, they will become elder young people, adults, they'll understand, okay, this is the right path for us. Do this. Attachment, detachment, don't think about right now, Mataji. They are still young, you are still young. So, you start chanting. Attachment, detachment, we'll learn about in the next levels and all. Okay. That is why, see, detachment, attachment, there are big topics which we can discuss, but those topics are not being discussed because you might take it in a wrong way. We all not might understand what is the real detachment and attachment is. What you can do is, Mataji, you can leave about detachment. You attach your children to Krishna. That is the main part you have to do as a mother. So as a mother of any child, I mean, even in my future, if I have my kids, my main job is not to get attached with my children. My main job is to attach my children to Krishna. So you please focus on that. Then, whatever the process is there, that will become automatically. Okay. Done, everybody? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. If you have any doubts, please reach out, and we will meet tomorrow. Hare Krishna, have a nice, happy day, happy Monday.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.